Okay, so I just got asked a question. Doc, how do you make YouTube Shorts work? All that jazz. How do you make them good? Etc. So on and so forth. There's a couple of things you got to know about YouTube Shorts before going into them. You need to know how to make a YouTube Short. The most important part of a YouTube Short, aside from labeling it with the hashtag Shorts somewhere in the description or title of the video, is the resolution. I make all of my YouTube Shorts in Animatica, as you can see right there by the file name. And you'll notice that they're all vertical video. They have to be vertical video. Most people, when they do YouTube Shorts, they have some sort of shitty, like, zoomed in gameplay. You can't really find a way around that with Smash, unfortunately, but I try to keep mine fairly zoomed out. The thing that you're going for with a YouTube Short is retention and likes. It used to be just retention, but now YouTube changed the algorithm so that now you need likes. I've had videos that had 95% retention on a 40-second video, which is very good, but it didn't get enough likes, and so it never hit the quote-unquote shorts shelf where more people would see it. So the thing about shorts is that once you have appropriate retention and likes, YouTube will start recommending it to people. On the YouTube mobile app, there's that shorts section where you just scroll up like it's TikTok, and then it'll just show you another short, right? When you're on that, that gives you massive viewership and subscribers compared to what you currently get. So one thing you're going to see a lot on the short shelf, by the way, is people who buy YouTube Shorts likes. They'll buy likes on the YouTube Shorts, and they'll create high retention shorts so that they'll get 1 million, 2 million hits on a video, and it'll cost them $50 to buy YouTube Short likes because the algorithm hasn't figured out how to detect fake likes on a YouTube Short yet, but it can still detect good retention. So anyway, that's not what we're worried about here. What we're worried about here is how to make a good YouTube Short. This is not my best work, I'll admit. But it's just a more recent one. I still have the file at the ready, so we're just going to use that. The title of this YouTube short was something like The Best Amiibo in Smash Ultimate or whatever. The title was topical. You always want your video title to be topical, I think. I put the word Amiibo in the title, so that YouTube is like, oh, this is about Amiibo, right? Smash Ultimate in the title, so YouTube is like, oh, this is about Smash Ultimate, right? So the biggest loss for a video is almost always going to be the intro. People are going to watch something, decide in literally 2.5 seconds whether they want to watch it or not. It's stupid, it's annoying, it's a ridiculously short attention span, but especially on YouTube Shorts, that's how people operate. So right off the bat, I start with motion. You're maybe 1.5 seconds in, you've got motion coming down. Now this is coming from above on down, right? That's the opposite of how you're swiping with YouTube Shorts, right? If you've just, swiped up onto my video, the swiping down feels kind of different, right? So it grabs your attention. Right here, this is a pre-made image that I use. The best, right, that's Splatoon font. It's very readable. It's a pretty good looking font as well, so I use that a lot. I put the Smash logo, outlined it in white, right? In 1.5 seconds, I'm trying to tell you, hey, if you like Smash Ultimate, you're going to watch this video and enjoy it, right? Then I throw out, this is actually a custom graphic that I have, but I throw out the Amiibo logo, if you will. This is Bauhaus 93 font, my own outline, my own drop shadow on it, and then these things I actually made myself. But basically, this is saying if you like Smash or if you like Amiibo, right? And then if that didn't sell it, kind of just to fill up space, but also if that didn't sell it, here's an outline of Byleth, right? An outline of the Byleth Amiibo. So, of course, in the background, I have Smash Ultimate footage playing because, let me make sure this is filming. Okay, good. Because, there's not a lot of Smash Ultimate Shorts content. In fact, there's almost none. So the Smash fans that are going to get recommended Smash Ultimate content, because that's what they watch on regular YouTube, are going to be attracted to that. I also immediately start, I don't know how well you can hear this, I apologize. You, it's addressing the viewer, right? That when somebody says, "Hey, you," right, that gets their attention. So you immediately gets their attention. You will never guess. You will never guess is, oh, well, I want to see if I can guess or not, right? It's a bit of a challenge. Kind of keeps people watching. So then, where exactly I had to put that in? About the 2-second mark, I think. Yeah, so right around the 2-second mark, as you're just making your decision on, oh, do I want to keep watching this or not, I give you text. You'll see a lot in YouTube Shorts. They'll like flash text on the screen of whatever people are saying so that you're focusing on reading the text as it shows up instead of actually watching and enjoying the YouTube Short. That's a highly effective tactic for retention. It also makes very shitty shorts. You can do that and you'll be successful at it, okay? Don't get me wrong. It's not interesting content. And there's really no content on YouTube Shorts that's interesting, so I try to be interesting, okay? For that reason, I put up, it's not Incineroar, right? This is kind of for my own fans. If you're familiar already with my stuff, it'll say, you know, well, even though you like my stuff, you should still watch my content. Because if you're a fan of mine, you should know that Incineroar is the best amiibo in Smash, right? So I'm kind of tickling your balls a little bit. That's basically what's going on. Then about the 3-second mark, I wipe everything and immediately go to Incineroar, right? As I'm saying, and I'm not talking about Incineroar, right? So Incineroar fades out. We put text on the screen again, dash, not Incineroar. Trying to put a Sonic silhouette on there. Sonic is probably one of the most hardcore fan bases of any character in Smash. I think Sonic is a stupid character, should never have existed, but he does exist, and Sonic fans will watch any Sonic-related thing they can get their hands on. So to that end, I put Sonic as a silhouette on there. Sonic? Question mark. Teammate holds it back. Oh, okay, not Sonic then. This is partially just for comedic effect. Like I'm sort of asking a question and then answering the question.
However, his teammates hold him down.
Theoretically. So you'll see that there's segments to this, okay? So the first segment is the intro. You'll never guess, right? At this point, this first segment, you've already decided whether you want to watch the video or not. And I'm not talking about Incineroar. So section 1 is your hook. Section 2, I'm sorry. Section 1 is your slight intro. Section 2 is your hook, right? Section 3 is when Sonic comes on. Section 3 is the speculation. Okay, I've asked you the question. I need you to watch for another, we'll say 5 seconds. So I'm going to kind of speculate. I wonder what it could be. Never mind the ridiculousness of it, which is that I already know the answer. I made the damn video. You and I are speculating, right? It's a little bit of a brain tickler. Okay, that's what's going on with this third section. Also, the flashing the text on there. You know, I'm flashing text here. I'm putting text up here. I'm flashing text down here. I'm trying to keep you watching. Okay, nobody goes to YouTube Shorts because they're interested. They go to YouTube Shorts because they're bored, right? I'm trying to electrify the lower functions of your brain that are entertainment based. Not so that you're interested, because you're never going to be, but just so that you keep from clicking away. I'm very cynical when it comes to viewer retention. I'm getting a lot better at viewer retention, but I'm very cynical about it. But you know, this is how you do it.
Theoretically,
Charizard. This is the 4th segment right here. Charizard. I hit you with the answer, but it's such the reason that I even made this in the first place was for segment 4 right here. Okay. Because now I'm answering your question, but now why the hell Charizard? If you know anything about Amiibo, why would Charizard possibly be the answer to this question? Because Incineroar is so good, so what the hell? Why not Charizard, right? I've also got a meme up here, how it started, how it's going. This is for the Charizard fans. It's a meme, so where you're reading it, but you're only reading it for as long as as long as it takes you to read. Okay, so it's really not that long. So then, if you're watching YouTube Shorts in high resolution, I have this little text down here. Seriously, why didn't he get Dragon type? Da, 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 da. So if you're watching in high res, you're going to notice that and you're going to read it. You're not going to get the chance to read it all the way through. Realistically, you're not going to get the chance. More retention securing, right? You'll also notice pretty much everything is either immediately flashing or it's moving onto the screen. People's eyes are trained for motion, and so motion is highly effective. So you'll notice that's moving up. I have a list right here. It's more text. Now this list is actually useful information, but there's also some jokes. No rock types, LMAO, right? Now I timed it. I read very quickly. I read ridiculously quickly. I have basically enough time. We'll start at this segment right here. I have basically enough time to read through that list once before going into the next segment. Heavyweight, 2 jumps plus fly recovery. Aerials equals basically smash attacks, no rock types, LMAO. See? I didn't have enough. I read very quickly and I didn't have enough time, right? So I'm giving you about 20% more information than you can take at any given moment, okay? You have to know what you're talking about in order to do that sort of thing, because look, if you don't have shit to say and you want to make a YouTube short, just steal a clip from like Modern Family and do that and watermark it and be like, oh, look, I have 100,000 subscribers, okay? But if you want to make good content, you have to actually have information-dense content, okay? That's why trivia channels succeed. That's why history channels succeed, things like that, is because they have information density to them, right? So then here, so that's end of segment 4. So segment 4 is sort of the introduction, and then we kind of get into the explanation. Because I say, oh, it's Flare Blitz. Boom, onto segment 5. I have 2 separate video clips comparing Alolan Whip and Flare Blitz. Now, most people stop watching about halfway through. Well, not most, but the second largest dip, aside from the intro, is about halfway through because I just answered your question, okay? This is kind of where it splits. Most YouTube shorts will ask you a question, they'll wait 58 seconds, and then answer the question for you so that you have to watch all the way to the end. If that's a dick move, it's not going to get you a lot of subscribers, okay? However, if you answer the question and then tell them why that's the answer, the people who are truly interested in what you have to say will actually want to watch what you're saying, okay? And that's how you get subscribers. Then very quick, what was that? Maybe three loops of Alolan Whip and Flare Blitz going. 1, 2. I'm counting Alolan Whips. 3. Yeah, 3 Alolan Whips. That's it, right? As far as retention goes, that's the weak point because there's not much to read on the screen, and it's a voiceover explaining. My voice is not. It's not deep and gravelly because of my throat condition. So it doesn't sound great on a voiceover, but I don't have anyone else's voice to use. So that's where I had the biggest drop, actually. But then you come here where you have the text and the motion again. Notice this is color-coded, the red for Incineroar, the orange for Charizard, right? And this is basically a summary of the competitive importance of Charizard's Flare Blitz, okay? So we're still in the explanation stage, but now it's a competitive summary. So Alolan Whip, invisible to the opponents, takes 3 Alolan Whips to KO mid-range. Flare Blitz, outranges 3 hits like Alolan Whip, 18% damage, right? So I'm just listing facts about the thing and that are relevant to why it's useful in the meta, okay? And then I realized I remember realizing in editing, I had gone, what was it? That's second number 22 seconds in. I had gone 6 seconds without having anything moving on the screen. I usually try to go no more than 3, but I couldn't figure out what else to do. So I was like, okay, well, we're just going to put tier placements down for them. And that'll be a thing that I can put. So then, after that, I was like, oh shit, what do I do? So I took the universally banned the S tier thing off. And then that all swipes down. And then another Squirtle. Basically, what people want to see as far as retention goes is they want to see new things on the screen every 3 to 5 seconds. I kind of covered this already on the Amiibo Dr. Extra channel in the How to Make Videos video, which you should go watch. But otherwise, no, this is sort of, you'll notice one thing I do a lot when I divide it up into segments, it's a complete change, right? So we start at nothing, come down with a swipe down, that wipes, goes to Incineroar, that goes, wipes and goes to Sonic, that blanks and goes to Charizard, right? But it doesn't feel like you're watching a PowerPoint presentation because there's still movement going on between the wipes and the blips of things just appearing on the screen, right? So there's still moving text. There's still stuff going on in the background. It should be basically a PowerPoint presentation, but it's not. You've got stuff that's moving and music over it and that sort of thing. You'll also notice that the music is the Pokemon Red and Blue battle theme. That's relevant to Charizard, gives you kind of a hint,
It only takes about 3 flare blitzes to KO an opponent, and the 36% recoil damage that Charizard will take doesn't.
And then, you have, sorry, I'm just thinking for a sec. You have this right here, the 22 second to the 28 second until I put these up. That was probably the weakest editing of this whole segment. I don't know what else I would do differently, but there was nothing new on the screen. There was no reason to keep watching. And then I flash Squirtle, right? Because we haven't seen Squirtle yet. And at 31 seconds in, if you're going to flash anything new, you better do it now, right? So then I put Squirtle up, kind of a joke with the quote up here, and then saying Bulbasaur is the worst starter. This right here is comment bait. I'm trying to say, no, Bulbasaur is the worst starter. And I'm trying to get the Bulbasaur fans out and get them a little angry. And then, of course, the sunglasses with Squirtle Squad. Little voice sound effect right there. You'll notice that. Squirtle, right? And that's just to keep whoever's been watching this far, that's just to keep their attention for another 5 seconds, basically. And then, 2 seconds after that shows up, a lot of text that you're absolutely not going to get the chance to read, and then that. But it basically is, right? So that's how I put together YouTube Shorts. That's kind of what I'm going for in it. The YouTube Shorts market is really not geared for Amiibo. It's really not geared for Amiibo information. It's geared for like 5 seconds of, 5 seconds of weird shit, and then that's it. You'll see that a lot if you scroll through Shorts. Is that people will put up like a 5-second loop of something just to get retention. I'm like, it's stupid as fuck, right? YouTube will reward you a lot more if you can get a 40-second video that has an average of like 28 seconds retention than if you get a 5-second video that has an average of 7 seconds retention. Okay? Because remember, they automatically loop, right? And that's what people don't seem to realize. But Amiibo is also a very small niche. YouTube Shorts are recommended to people based on what they watch on main YouTube, and then to a lesser extent, the other shorts that they've watched. So if you watch one short about The Office, and then you like it, you're gonna see more shorts on The Office, right? But you're not gonna only see shorts on The Office. You're also gonna see shorts based on the other stuff that you watch. So. And then once somebody watches your YouTube short, then your regular videos will show up in their feed in regular YouTube as well. And that's a big deal right there. That's why I do YouTube shorts, is because about 10% of the people who come to my content through YouTube shorts end up subscribing. Because they watch not through the YouTube short, but they end up subscribing because they come through the main channel. So it's very important to have that down. But remember, Amiibo is a very small niche. Unless you've got like some sort of Amiibo clip of just fighting, you're not going to have a tremendous amount of traction. But the YouTube algorithm is kind of random and weird. So anyway, that's how I do YouTube Shorts.